Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Zenless Zone Zero. Today, we're going to be continuing on with some more movie theater stuff. So it's just going to be a chill day. As soon as this wraps up, we're probably going to call it for the day. So however long this goes is how long the stream's going to be. It's probably not going to be that long. I think we got about halfway through yesterday, and that was only about an hour-long stream. Um, so yeah, little bib stream today. And yeah, then tomorrow I still need to check Genshin to see whether or not there's a good update or not update, a good event going on in there. I don't think there will be. So we might be just back into Blasphemous where we do two things to finish up, or one or two things to finish up the game, and then we are going to be starting New Game Plus in there and like trying to do a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to line everything up so that we can get as many trophies as possible on our New Game Plus, and just see how that goes. But yeah, that's kind of the more concrete plan for tomorrow. But again, if I do find that there's an event happening in Genshin, we will do that tomorrow. But as of right now, I don't think there will be, so we'll see. Anyway, into this. Let's go on our almost but not really date. This one I'm actually interested in because we do not know this person, like, barely at all. And she seemed pretty interesting. Like a fun character. I knew it. I knew it. This movie will give you great power. Do it. It isn't big old Eddie Palpatine. Right, pause. Wow, that sounds very dark. I just noticed her belt buckle. For some reason, it really stands out. The placement of her belt buckle and being a giant golden star. Oh yeah, this is one of the movies they said like that looked new. Yeah, I don't know if they still give us new takes that often anymore. I feel like they kind of don't really do that. They did that super early on.
Well, if you're gonna keep a dog, you gotta feed them. I'm a pro at this, and there's lots of different flavors of dog food. They're all delicious. I also know that dogs need to be taken out on a run every day, and the ones in the outer ring always bolt when they see me. I really can do everything, right? What do we do? We're gonna get caught. I'm just a little pup. Wise, Didn't you say this wasn't a horror movie? Being alone on the streets is one thing, but getting snatched up out of
That's our
nowhere?
first failure.
That's scary. I might get dragged to some cold, quiet office filled with scary public security officers.
Wait, what's playback?
What do we do? We're gonna never getting enough food to...
We could do this better. We could do this better. We could do this better. I feel like a lot of it is
well,
square.
If you're gonna keep a dog, I'm a pro at... I also know that...
Alright, back to where we were. Actually, it's pretty easy to, like, skip through this. So that's good, at least. It's not, like, fixed.
What do we do? We're gonna get caught. That investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad after all. I can't get his scent through the screen, so I can't gauge his strength. But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty weak one.
Who decided on the boob snake? You
It's
know?
all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me. Immersed? You mean I'm thinking of myself as Ross? Like right now, when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. What about you? Do you immerse yourself in the investigator's perspective too? Well, don't be shy. I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
I heard a lot of people whispering to each other. So, since you're not whispering to me, doesn't that make you weird? Now I gotta talk to you, so you aren't weird. Oh, and in the movie, when the Ethereal was chasing the main characters, I was thinking, if it jumps out of the screen, I'll wrap my tail around you and make a run for it. And since that's what I wanted, I decided to try it out. So, did you feel it? I almost swept you away with me just now.
I forgot she has a tail. Until she just said that. I was like, what? What are you talking? Oh yeah, she's got like a snake tail thing.
I can't understand the middle part at all. Even though the Ethereals never actually hurt them, the investigator was still terrified? Also, I carefully studied the reflection in his eyes. And you know what I saw? There was nothing in front of him at all, let alone an Ethereal. In the end, little Ross became a rescue dog and joined the Hollow Investigative Association. But honestly, the decor and layout of that place looks more like a public security precinct. Wait, so you're telling me that little puppy ended up in public security's hands. Oh no! Spotting these details is a piece of cake for me. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been dragged into public security. Let's not talk about such awful things. This was a flawless success for our cinema investigation. Not only did we find nothing, but we also wasted so much time. Another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again. Sweet!
Onward. The raccoon. Or Tanuki?
Is it that obvious? Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story. These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh?
Need to.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat. But you've got a point. If that creature turned into your chopsticks, you'd basically be eating off of it.
I don't like the raccoons on her back while she's
your
sitting.
Food, you'd just go nom and take a bite of it.
Or no, he's not. Where is he?
Scared you again.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand. It was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
That was quite the scene just now. But... I just touched you. If I were some kind of alien, then you should be worried about being completely replaced by me. Huh? Uh-oh, you've completely turned the tables on me. When you morph into me, just remember to feed Kama on time. And don't let him have too many snacks.
That one was all X.
Looks
Every
like
single
you're
one.
really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right? I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
I don't know. That one was a little plain. But yeah, I demand next time he's part of one of these. I want Kama sitting next to us, eating popcorn. It's just for Kama. Oh, hey. He was in this last time, too. Okay, hold on. Let's grab some of these. Yeah, I don't really get the point of these extra things here. Like, they don't really do anything.
Don't let the somber atmosphere keep me quiet and dispirited. I'd like to think I'm good at keeping my emotions in check. After all, restraint is a fundamental virtue. As a member of Victoria Housekeeping, one is expected to be well-versed in a broad range of subjects.
I feel like we interact with him more than anyone else in Victoria House.
So that I may offer you just the right companionship while you enjoy the film. One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
Apologies for letting you witness me in such an uncomposed state. Sacrifice. Seems like this is what she chose in the end. Her ultimate interpretation of loyalty. Such an ending. Even though I foresaw it rationally, emotionally it remains difficult to digest immediately. That said, this story still affirmed my belief that once you find something worth fighting for, it is worth protecting at any cost. Even if the ending leads to nihility, the journey to fight against emptiness holds the greatest meaning. Much like watching this film with you today, even knowing in advance it would be a tragedy. Being able to witness, contemplate, and resonate with you, this process itself has illuminated this moment. To face this known weight together with you and draw strength from it to move forward. Perhaps that is our smallest, most steadfast way to resist any form of nihility in the real world.
Okay, so it wasn't just Billy. Like, there's not really romance scenes with the guys, I guess.
True.
Damn it.
An individual's brilliance could not stop the collective's downfall. That is the core of this tragedy. But holding one's ground in a battle one is destined to lose, that is precisely what defines our love and dignity as human beings. Please do not worry. No matter how dark the story on screen may be, our reality is full of hope. After all, the very meaning of our encounter is to stand against this nihility. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
So close on that one. God damn it. Literally the very last one. Am I dumb? It just feels like the guys' conversations just feel like regular conversation. Even when they do the pink vignette, which is supposed to be like the quote-unquote romance part. Like, Billy was just being doofy, and frickin' he was just being the normal, like, edgelordy. Oh, yeah. From just the face shot, I could not tell who this was. Face blindness. Oh yeah, they announced yesterday who's going to be playing Yoshi in the Mario movie. Honestly, I was a little surprised because, like, when you think Yoshi, you just think of, like, the sound bite and not really someone talking. Like Yoshi actually talking. You just think of the Yoshi sound effect. I can't do it. You know what I mean. Donald Glover. And I'm like, okay, cool. I like Donald Glover. He's awesome. But it's like, what the fuck does that mean for, like, Yoshi? Like, how many talking lines is he gonna have? Or does he just do a really good Yoshi impression? Although, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about the next Mario movie. Just because it feels like they're doing a lot with the next Mario movie. With, like, we're doing the Galaxy theme. They're introducing Yoshi. I think there was a scene where it was, like, Mario and Luigi as babies, which is a throwback to Yoshi's Island. I haven't watched the new trailer that they did yesterday yet. But still, it's like, there's a lot of things going on with it. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like whatever the Galaxy story is just gonna kind of, like, fall by the wayside, and that's just gonna be, like, the name of the movie, rather, with some of the Galaxy characters. But hey, whatever. The first one's pretty dope. Really well animated. I am really hoping the final person is going to be the florist. Yeah, flower lady. Me like the flower lady.
Hmm. This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin. And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself.
What?
It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great too.
I've never thought of that. Do they not have popcorn in other countries' movie theaters? I've never thought of that before. It just kind of seems like a staple.
I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the
like an hour
delicate
away.
and
What do you
refreshing
mean?
snacks of Phylum Heights, folks here in Janus quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Tassin's selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time.
Okay, we have seen this one before. We know the gist of the movie of the guy turning into the Bangoo and whatnot.
Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yum Tassin employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bangboo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rocked.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, that sounds so terrible.
plenty of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a bamboo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little bamboo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yumtasin, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the bamboo you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only it could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second. If you're looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside. You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt. It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Alright, final one. Okay, not her. Not what I thought it was gonna be. Oh, wow. We're on a polycule, guys. Actually, wait, no, reverse that. I don't know how old they are. I take that back. Bad joke. I assume everyone is adult. But yeah, definitely reverse that. Are they always this short? I do. I knew that they were shorter than me, but they're a lot shorter in this shot. It's weird. All right, I'm trying to backpedal so hard on this. This might be a lot, since... Another movie we're rewatching. This is a very small movie theater.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager, you wouldn't find out either. Before deciding to watch this movie, I had a dream about it last night. In my dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song. I and Suna were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up. Even though the dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign. Rabbit Baron appearing out of nowhere. The flowers in the garden alive but silent. Everything about this place is screaming, trap! The director's camera work is so detailed, I completely feel that sense of crisis. Look! Lillian really did fall down the rabbit hole. With the amount of movies you've watched, manager, you probably already guessed what happens next, right? Does this count as a spoiler? Oops. Sorry about that.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff, until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on, now that you mention it. Just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe. Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay?
Sorry, I'm really distracted by something that I'm seeing. in my feed. Holy shit. As soon as we get through this, we need to talk about something.
Because the visuals and music really complement each other so well. Sometimes, even though I know it's not real, those feelings start to tug at my heartstrings. And then I end up getting all emotional. But then, looking at Sun and Ari's expressions, they seem genuinely touched. That's nice too. The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even pay attention to this because of this other thing. That's, oh my god. Alright, that is it. That is all of them. I'm sorry, I got distracted on this last one. It really wasn't that engaging. Unfortunately, that last one. And... There, we got that. Okay, there is a game trailer that has just dropped, like, 40 minutes ago. It's on game trailers on their YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be on their Twitter as well. It's called Pikmon. When Pow World came out and people were all like, "Oh, this looks just like Pokemon. They're gonna get sued." But like, it's fairly different. Pick World, oh my god, they are going to get sued. I am not like being hyperbolic. The main character looks just like Link, and he has a Pikachu, but with slightly different like hair on the top of his head. And it looks like they're basically, like, it is a combination, like, it's already, like, a Power World's a combination of, like, Pokemon and some other stuff. This game looks like a combination between Power World and Pokemon, where it's got guns like Power World, but then a lot of the designs look very Pokemon. And when I say look very Pokemon, I mean, like, this is literally a Pokemon, but different size, and its eyes are changed. That is it. It is exactly the same. There are models of a character in here that looks like Link. There's a model of a character that looks like Roadhog from Overwatch. It literally looks like they went on one of those websites where you can download like free character models from video games and just like got a bunch of them, slightly altered like the eyes or like the hair slightly, and kept the rest the same. It's called Pikmon. Pickmon. Oh my god. Like, blatant ripoff. Holy shit. Like, Power World was like, okay, it's kind of like Pokemon, and they kind of do a similar vibe for their creatures. That's it. This is, like, same color scheme, same, like, body part, like, flourishes, just everything the same, but the size and the eyes. Oh my god. These people are gonna get sued. Like, the main character literally looks like Link! And is literally carrying around a Pikachu with slightly different hair. Slightly. Like a different hair tuft. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just scrolling through it. You guys can't see this, but like still. Like, fucking someone does an Akira slide on a motorcycle into an explosion. It looks like Pal World, but worse. And he has like a glowing arm. And it's just like, oh, that is literally what Zelda was doing. I mean, literally what Link was doing in that. Oh my god. Like, you have to see this. Like, the levels of like, you know when you watch Zootopia? Okay, if you've ever watched Zootopia, in that movie, there's a guy selling bootleg DVDs of like Disney movies, but the Zootopia version of them. That is what Pikmin looks like. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. This is a lawsuit incoming, and honestly, it is going to be very hard to beat. Or the Chip and Dale movie that just came out not too long ago. Oh my god, it might have been 2 years ago. Anyway, when the Chip and Dale movie came out, the whole thing with that, the whole plot line, was someone was making like bootleg movies or rip-off movies. This looks exactly like what that was. Oh my god. Like, watch the trailer because it is insane how, oh god. Some people in the comments are saying like, oh, it's AI, or like it definitely looks like you ask them to generate something like make a Link-like 3D model or whatever, and it just basically made Link. Oh my god. Yeah, Nintendo like lawsuits anyone all the time. This person is gonna get slapped into the ground. Honestly, I'd be surprised if they haven't already received an email. Holy shit. I'm sorry, it's just, you do not see blatant ripoffs of things so commonly. Where it's like similar concept or similar art style. That's like, that's a given, that's gonna happen. But like, no, it's so the same. Holy hell. Sorry, it's distractingly bad looking and just like distractingly just like off. But anyway, guys, sorry. But yeah, look into that. It's mind-blowingly like game trailers. Like, I know you want to promote games and stuff, and this is its own game, but there's got to be a line somewhere where they look at the trailer and they're like, this seems very much like a lawsuit. Although, to be fair, like, nobody would want the media to be restricted in that way, I guess. Like, hey, it's its own separate company that's making this mistake. It's just game trailers that is, like, putting the trailer up. Actually, I don't even know what the process for that is. Do they get paid to do that? Is it part of, like, advertising, maybe? Anyway, that's beside the point. We finished this up. Unfortunately, ended with kind of a womp-womp. I thought since it was going to have 3 characters there, it was going to be more complex or something more was going to happen. But then they broke it down to a 1v1. And then it was just kind of like, eh. And, which, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, that is it for today, guys, unfortunately. Super short stream, like I said it was going to be. Tomorrow we're going to get back into Blasphemous. Like I said, we're going to do, like, maybe 1 or 2 things in our game. And then we're going to start a new game. And I found out how to get the 2 different endings. One ending... So, okay, here's the thing. You can get both endings in one playthrough if you do it in the right order. Unfortunately, we did it in the wrong order. We apparently did get the good ending, so I found that out. But yeah, but it blew my mind. The statues, so you know the statues that we broke all throughout the game, which are the ones that are supposed to, like, cleanse you of your sin? You're supposed to do that, and you're supposed to do those challenges to get the good ending. That's, like, a part of it. If you don't do that, you'll get the B ending. Here's the thing, you get the B ending, and then you cycle back to your previous save, and then you just break the statues, do that, and then you can get the A ending, so you can get both endings on one playthrough. If you know that. I did not know that, so womp womp on that. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to do that, start New Game Plus, and get to going in there. I am going to try to do the whole beat the first 3 bosses in 3 hours. That definitely should not be hard. We know the terrain. I'd say the hardest one to do will probably be the one up in the mountains, because that one's kind of annoying to get to. But yeah, we should be able to get through that pretty easily. And we're going to try for ending B, which, from all that I've seen, seems way easier to actually get. Plus, we're also going to be doing the DLC, which we weren't able to do in the first time through, because you can only do it in New Game Plus, with the additional item you gain by doing New Game Plus. So, we're going to be doing that tomorrow, most likely. Like I said, there is possibility for Genshin, but as of right now, it's going to be Blasphemous. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So that is it for day 2016 of Stream and Inner, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on, let's face it, not one of my best streams. But hey, it is the 10th, which is One Piece Day, i.e. Season 2 just dropped. So I'm going to be spending the rest of my day watching that, and I advise the rest of you to do the same. But yeah, that's it for today. Like always, links down below in the description for my X, Blue Sky, and my links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow. See ya.